This is my weight loss journey to Hogwarts. End of week. I have no freaking clue. I think it's my third week. Let me get my phone. This is the end of week 3. Bum bum bum. I'm pleased to say that I am down another 4 pounds. And so I'm going to get real with y'all. Obviously, I am wearing a mussy bun on my head because I've got messy hair and I don't care. Pretty much today has been a very lazy day for me, and do not have the effort to put on makeup. I'm very sad to say, hence the glasses, so I can see things. But anyways, it is the end of week 3, and I'm going to talk to you about something that's straight from my heart and totally real. So I thought it was appropriate that I didn't really care what I look like because normally I don't. So I'm going to talk about when you cheat or when you fail. Now, recently, I've been very, very good with staying on program. And if I make a mistake, it's usually unbeknownst to me until after the fact that I cheated or that it was not appropriate. Mainly because sometimes people will give me food and I'll ask them what's in it, and they'll give me 3 of the 5 ingredients, and 3 of the 5 ingredients are fine. And then when I bite into it, I'm just like, no, this definitely has some things in it besides those 3 ingredients. Thanks. But people, especially coworkers, have been awesome, and they've been really supportive, and they don't offer me, I work in a place where people bring in baked goods all the time. All the time. I think maybe there might be at least one baked good item on the counter at least once a week. And it looks delicious. I'm not gonna lie. But I have been able to resist it most of the time. Actually, pretty much all the time since starting on this specific journey. But there are times when I am very good at resorting to my old ways. I'll give you an example story. My husband and I went out to dinner one night, and he decided he was going to get a drink. And I don't drink very often, but occasionally I like to have a drink. So I was like, oh, that sounds good. So when the waitress came, before I even processed alcohol turns into sugar, sugar is something I shouldn't be having in my body, I ordered a drink. And my husband looked at me from across the table, and I went, oh my goodness, did I just do that? And I was like, I can't believe it. I just totally blanked out. And I was just going with the moment and going with what I wanted instead of actually processing what I should be having. And there was something else that I had been looking at maybe 2 seconds before that would have been a better drink option. And it would have been something special because they had a unsweetened iced tea option. And I don't drink anything besides water usually, so whenever I get that special thing, well, I do drink coffee occasionally. By occasionally, I mean 1 to 2 cups a day. But I don't drink anything else besides coffee and water. And when I saw that tea option, I originally was going to go with that, but instead I ordered a drink that had tons of sugar in it. And then I felt guilty about ordering it, and there was no waitress to stop the order because it was very busy, that I was like, well, I got it, and I don't want my husband to have to drink 2 drinks because that'd be not good. And so I ended up drinking it. And then I worked my butt off to burn that extra calories and sugar off for like the next 3 days, and making sure that I was very strict with programs so that I would not have the consequences of doing something like that. But there's going to be times when you're on program or when you're doing things that you're going to make mistakes. I mean, you have been doing things a certain way for so many, like, years, months. You've been eating and choosing these bad habits. It's extremely hard to break yourself of those bad habits. And I've been on program for over a year now, and I made a mistake. So it's only human. You do things so many times before that, it's really hard to make yourself make the healthy choice initially. And there are times when you're going to make mistakes. There's going to be times when you see something and you make the choice to go off plan so that you can have it. Now, personally, I have a very hard time going off plan because I have no stop meter. Like, I just don't know how to stop. Like, I used to do binge eating where I'd eat until I was pretty much sick. And my body took that and stored it away. And also, that's why I'm fat. You know, like, I made bad decisions and I had bad eating habits. Now, with the program, I've learned to transfer bad eating habits into good eating habits and being conscious. Because when you're mindless eating, or when you're eating to fill an emotion or whatever your downfall is, you are going to make mistakes, you know, especially if you've been doing it for that, like doing it for that long anyways. You're human. That's what my husband always says to me when I make a mistake, or when I think that I ate too much protein ounces, or ate too much of a fatty protein. He's like, you're human, and also you work out, so sometimes those extra protein actually helps your body, but you have to be careful about what you put in your body. So now I'm kind of extra monitoring my brain and making sure I'm processing things and not just making spontaneous decisions. Because when you make spontaneous decisions, you're going to make mistakes instead of being prepped and being prepared. And that's like the big key thing, is always making sure that you're prepared for things that might cause you a downfall. Like if you're going to a party and you know that there are going to be a lot of like dessert options and things that you want to eat, you are probably going to need to set yourself up to make sure you bring your favorite bar that's on program, or your favorite thing that you love to eat or drink. Make sure you have that on hand, and that you can set it up that you'll be eating that during the time frame that everybody else is eating the dessert, so that you can have that moment of happiness within the program. And uh, for me, like, there's little things that I love on program, and so like, and I will make that they're like extra special for me, so I try not to have them as often. Or I save them for a specific time in the day, so I get to look forward to it. So I just want to encourage you that you're human, you're gonna make mistakes. The best thing is to not let yourself take that failure and just keep on making mistakes. Like, if you cheat once, you're gonna keep cheating, you know, kind of thing. But instead, set yourself back up and being like, okay, I made that mistake. I'm going to move forward. I'm going to make sure that I am choosing the right things for myself during this time, and the right things for myself, so that I can retrain my brain so it doesn't think that, oh, alcohol with tons of sugar in it is a great option. And as I grow in this, hopefully you will grow in this. And that is pretty much all I have to say. And I hope that this was encouraging to you and helped you. Um, and just made you feel better because you're going to make mistakes. You're going to make poor choices. Nobody's perfect. And the people that are lying. Just kidding. There are some people that are just fantastic and can do stuff first try and not fail once. I'm not one of them. But anyways, I'm going to roll out the pink tape. All right, I'll see you all later. Love you guys. Bye.